Did you ever find when you're working with a group, whether it's on a farm, whether you're going out to dinner with your friends, it doesn't matter. If you're working with other people, you can get to this point where you have something that you need to do, whether it's choose a restaurant or complete a task or delegate some kind of responsibility, but no one can really make a decision on it. No one's making that first step. And with that, you just get paralyzed and it goes nowhere. I have the solution for that, and that's what we're talking about today. All right, so my background is not in farming. My background is in design and technical theater, and I did some writing as well. And with that writing and technical theater and art and design, we would get what was called white paper syndrome, where you have a white piece of paper, you have to write a term paper, you're working on a project, whatever the case may be, and you stare at that white piece of paper. You could spend your entire day just staring at that, wondering what the first words are. But if you just start to write, if you let ideas freely flow out of you, you can then edit them. You can iterate. You can find that you really don't like what you created, but you created something. You took some action. You took a step, right? So you get this point now where when I was in art, I had this professor, Michael Franklin White, and MFW would tell us that you take that white piece of paper, and if we were working, like, say, with watercolors, you would just make the sheet a whole color. Make a decision, make your first mark. If you're writing, sit down and freely let ideas flow out of your head. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be loosely about the topic, and it can be just kind of a loose outline. You can always rearrange it later, but you had to get past it. You had to get something. And when you're working with people, that can be, that first mark on the paper, that first kind of action step can be your decision, you know, and get used to the fact that your decisions are going to be or might be wrong or are going to be changed or iterated on. Where, say you want to go out to dinner with your friends and nobody can really, oh, I feel like whatever, maybe here, maybe there, I don't really care. Make a decision, because if someone doesn't like it, then they're going to speak up. It's more in our nature to speak up when we don't like something than when we do like something, or if we really just are empathetic and just or apathetic and don't care. So making that first decision, maybe it's on farm where you have to get together with a group of people, you have to complete a task, you have to work on something, make that decision and then iterate on it and internalize, learn that life is a process, that you're gonna be wrong and you're gonna make wrong decisions, and the group may like or dislike what you choose to do, but you were the one that chose it. You have that power to make a decision and get the group moving forward, whether it's just yourself or you're with other people, whether you're writing that term paper, designing something, putting something up on your farm website. There's a certain amount of planning that goes into just about anything, but at the end of the day, you have to take action. You have to take some kind of action step, and even part of that planning process, if you just throw out some information, people will then apply their opinions and their structure to it now that you've given them kind of an anchor point, but you have to give them that anchor point, and that gets things moving forward a lot faster. So today, your homework is go out somewhere when you're faced with a difficult decision that you might waffle on, or if you're working with somebody else, just be the first one to speak up and say, hey, let's do this, and let somebody else say no. And maybe they have a good idea, maybe their idea is dumb, who knows, it doesn't matter, because you're gonna wake up tomorrow and try again, and then hopefully wake up the next day and try again. And when your decision's right, wrong, you learn, you grow, you experience, your brain gets a little stronger, it gets more exciting, and you just keep trying. So that's your homework. Go out and do, and until next time, I will see you out in the field.